Hey y'all, it's your fave Aquarian Mystic. I had to record this one. It was just too wild. So, just let's get into it, stars. The intention for this reading always is for the greater good of all of humanity. Um, this is a reading for all creatives and any and all Aquarius placements. Aquarius, please look at this spread. Okay, so we have the star here. The star is us, Aquarius. So when I was reading this, and I have cards to clarify, like I'm gonna pull them. But when I was reading this, it reads as a story, and I'm gonna show you what I mean. So the star is you. You are the creative. You are the unique one. You are the one with the light. You are the one that shines. Look at this card. Isn't it so beautiful, gorgeous? That's you, Aquarius. That's you. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then you are the light, and you've always been the light, right? You've always been the one that's not considered to be normal, the one that people are calling the weirdo, or the one that people don't tend to understand. We're ahead of our time. To be honest, that's a very good thing. You find other people just like you when you have the mindset and the depth that you do, Aquarius. And that just makes life all the more fun. So at one point, you were the Page of Pentacles. You were young, you had a little bit of money, you did what you could with it, right? Making smart moves, making moves that maybe other people disapprove of or make fun of you for. Uh, Especially if you grew up in a, I guess, wealthy place. I think that the collective can resonate growing among wealthy people, but not being wealthy. Growing up among people that were just in a better position than you just at birth. So I see that you were naive at one point as well, which is okay because we have to learn through living, Aquarius. It's just life. Like, life has hardships. It's better to accept that early because, like, the more that you cling to the idea that like life is only good, the more that you suffer. You have to accept everything in life, even the hardships, and even having to make hard decisions. Because if you don't, if you avoid that, you will be stuck. But anyways, let's get back to the story. Aquarius, you are the star. You've always been the star. You had some money, and you are like, okay, I have to make smart decisions. Because of that, people excluded you. You had people in your corner, and that's a very good thing. You found your people, like we were talking about earlier, people that think just like you, and people that are also creatives and have their own mindset. Because the good thing about being your own person is that it's not replicable. It's not replicable. I cannot. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can't copy it. You cannot copy somebody that is their own person and understands who they are and has their own thought processes and never really give in to the influences of others. Um, so with that, people exclude you because you don't really fit in. You don't know how to fit in. Aquarius, maybe you resonate with this. Trying to be mean so that way you can fit in with the normal people, and then feeling stupid because it's not your true self and getting into trouble. Eventually, Aquarius, you learned. You learned because you always end up in a situation like this, and there's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. And maybe I want to change the verbiage. It's not always. You have ended up in situations where you focus maybe too much on the spilled cups there, but these two cards are in the reverse, the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. In the storyline here, I'm seeing that when you were younger, people would exclude you because you didn't have as much as they did. They would make fun of you. They would put you down for your dreams and your talents, and they didn't want to acknowledge it because they felt that you were lacking. Which it's, sometimes people are lacking in life, and that's just it. But, you can't discount a whole person when you haven't even seen what they're capable of, or if they have a mindset that they can. Because Aquarius, you always think you can because you can. If you resonate with this message, you just can. You make your own reality. So the good part of this is they're reversed. People wanted you to feel left out. They wanted you to feel like nobody really liked you. And they wanted you to focus on that, like this. But it's reversed. You did not focus on this, Aquarius. You went within, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing to do because now you know other people who went within. But along the way, you experienced some BS, as the people call it. 10 of Swords upright. Those people that wanted you to focus on feeling left out have done a lot of stuff to you, Aquarius. It's a group, wasn't it? It was a group of people. And by a group, I mean like a lot of interconnected people that were hateful, that didn't want you to believe in yourself, and they did not want you to have the world. We have the world reversed right here. See? They didn't want you to have the world. That's why so many of them. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 10 Aquarius, because the collective here is so authentic, so genuine, so willing to look at their shadow, that it scares people. And we always want to grow. So, yeah, you had a lot of people come after you. But the thing is, Aquarius, you already know who you are. And you figured it out sooner than all these people that were trying to put you down. If you resonate with this message, maybe it's possible that you did not have the best upbringing. You had to do a lot of things by yourself, Aquarius. So, just in regards to that, that's what they wanted for you. This is what all those people wanted for you, was sadness. They wanted you to feel left out. They wanted you to feel weird, ostracized, isolated, like you're not able to follow your dreams because you didn't get, money immediately, and you had to work at everything that you have. Like, you had to work at it very hard in order to receive everything that you have. And with that being said, they were not successful. These freaking 10 people, and maybe that's really specific, but like, I'm getting 10 people, like a web of people that like all knew you at some point, and they were like either like some, I don't know, like a club or a group, like it could be school or a university, or even like a sorority that maybe you just like didn't get into, or maybe even like what am I getting, a gardening club. That's really specific, but like it really could, it's a collective message for a very specific group, a small group of Aquarius high achieving individuals. And with that type of vibe, people are always going to try to put that sword in your back, but like nobody could do it anymore. You can't fit another one at this point. Like, you put all the swords in the back. Which is sad, Aquarius. I really do resonate with the sadness that comes from this type of situation, like feeling like the weirdo always, feeling like the one that like just doesn't get it, like doesn't understand why the other kids are being mean. But whatever, who cares, right? Because we overcame it. And then we have here the actual outcome. So with the Four of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Knight of Wands, this is how you're perceived now. And it really is reflective of your personality, your life, your achievements, everything that you've done. You've worked so freaking hard, Aquarius. Four of Wands, you've been working so hard on your creativity. And this is kind of what they wanted to take from you. When you stab someone in the back like 10 times, it's kind of like they must really want to ruin you because you're the star. Uh, but whenever things like this happen, especially when you're a kid and you've already experienced that. Like you've experienced the Ten of Swords before you even got to school. You know what I mean? If you resonate, if you are truly meant for this message, you'll know what I mean. I don't want to say certain words, but sometimes you get the Ten of Swords in your back with your own family before you even go to school, and that already makes you feel weird. So then when you also have a gift, like, it's hard. It's hard, whether that gift be your intelligence, you have some sort of talent that not many people have, you're good at a sport. I don't know what to say. But it's like those types of things, like that is the type of thing that people will, if you have the combination of having that Ten of Swords in your bag before you even get to school, and then going to school and already feeling strange because of your childhood, and people do this, it kind of makes you more aware of like, why are people doing this? Like, I must be that Knight of Wands. You know what I mean? Like, my creativity must be so insane if people are going to go ahead and try to put that many swords in your back. And I mean that for the collective, because like, if you're part of this high achieving Aquarian collective of creatives, and you don't even have to be Aquarius, like you just have to have that vibe, and you have to be creative and actually make things and actually move forward with your goals and actually uh, be willing to look stupid so that way you can fail and in turn keep having the opportunity to fail, which is an honor, because not many people have even the opportunity to fail. And Aquarius, you have so many opportunities to fail, and you take them because you're not afraid. And a lot of people are truly afraid of looking like a fool. And that also brings me to the Three of Cups. With the Three of Cups, it also shows that while you were ostracized, you also found others that could understand you. And it may be other stars. It may be people that are in your family that understood you, that you met later on. You may have formed friendships that were very deep and meaningful. And with that, now you have a lot of joy in your life that not a lot of people get to experience because of how open you are and how determined and positive you are. I want to pull a couple of cards for clarity, or really guidance. So this is the Tree Magic Tarot. It's really like an oracle card deck. Okay. Alrighty. So what came out is the Rowan Tree, transformation and regeneration, encouragement and protection, quicken new things to be born. That makes so much sense. Quicken new things to be born. When you waste your time dilly-dallying like this, trying to hurt people, you don't get to grow. That is craziness. You have to bring existence to new things from your mind. Alright, so I got the fortune cookie. And I want to... Oh, wow. Not me chewing, y'all. Let me see. What does it say? Financial abundance and prosperity are within your reach this year. This freaking year. Alright, well, that's what I got. I love y'all. Bye-bye.